It's 7 a.m. Welcome to another day in the life vlog. So things that I always do, or that I usually do at least, is my 5-minute journal. I shower like every other day, so today is a shower day. That's why I'm in my robe. I'm gonna go shower. I've been struggling mentally and even physically lately, so I'm gonna try and like just be gentle, take it easy, do things that I enjoy today. I don't always take care of myself very well, so on Tuesdays and Thursdays, when I don't have co-working streams on Twitch early in the morning, I'll record for YouTube, or I'll be at my computer still basically all day, like working on work, because I just get like so locked in. My word for this year has been balance, and I'm trying really hard to stop being stubborn and to actually like balance my life. So yeah, I'm going to shower. I'll show you my skincare routine whenever my hair gets to the point where I can put in my hair rollers, and then I'll do that. What I mean by that, by the way, is I don't like to use heat on my hair if I can help it, especially because it's so dry here in Colorado. So I have a hair mask that I use almost as like conditioner. That's like my new hair routine since moving to Colorado. It's crazy. Once my hair is like 80%, 90%-ish dry, then I put in my hair rollers, and so I'll show you guys that once it gets to that point. And just like my basic little skincare routine, I do want to go to Barnes & Noble today because Sunrise Over the Reaping is out. None of y'all told me that this release was a thing. Like I saw nobody talking about it online. I think because everybody's still like kind of talking about Onyx Storm. I don't know, but I have not heard about Suzanne Collins coming out with a new book, so I was so freaking excited because literally I've been loving the Hunger Games series since high school, so I'm really excited. Apparently it's from Hamish's perspective at the Quarter Quell in the Hunger Games, which is really, really cool, so I'm excited to read that. I do have stream today. It is Thursday, so I stream with Kennedy, aka Cozy Games.
Yee, and mark my fucking words.
She might be too busy today. She says she has some contractors coming over to her house to help her with some stuff, so we'll see. And then I also need to work on store stuff, and I'm gonna see if I can show you like a sneak peek of store things. So I am working on revamping my store, and I'm making curated boxes that support small businesses. Eventually I'm gonna get to the point where I can sell individual items as well. You can curate your own box. I first released curated boxes for Valentine's Day, just as like a little test run. What I learned from the Valentine's Day release was the boxes were too big. There was too much void fill. White crinkle cut paper is cheaper than pink, and I can actually make it look really cute. So I'm gonna plan on that. I also plan on adding a subscription service so that y'all can like curate your own boxes, like I said earlier. Also, we're gonna be cleaning a bit today as well. I think I need to do some dishes, and I need to clean my office, so you can come with me while I clean my office. He's purring. You purring. I took a week off of work last week. I needed to catch up on just feeling better, and I am actually feeling better. A lot of you have been asking, and I really appreciate it, so thank you guys so much for the love there. Anyway, enough of that yapping. Okay, we're gonna go shower. I'll show you my quick shower routine. I'll show you my skincare routine. I'll show you my hair care routine, and we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble. We're gonna do some cleaning, so let's go and start that, okay? I have no idea why, but this is Vincent's favorite spot. It's just like on my cords, and I felt them. They're not warm or anything. By the way, this is the heater, and it's usually on, so it's not like he's sitting in front of the heater. He's like just sitting on the cords. He's so weird. Vincent, are you gonna be a sunny boy and flop? Do you want to be picked up? Is that what? Oh, there he goes. Oh, I told you we were gonna get a sunny boy flop. Oh my god, it's so bright. Here is my shower cap. I wear it for like 10 to 20 minutes so I can get out all the extra moisture out of my hair. This is the hair mask I was talking about. So I just put in my Amika hair mask, and I'll do this like 3 times a week, which is not something I would ordinarily do if I were to still live in like Washington or something. But in Colorado, it is so dry. And then I have my Away body scrub, so it might be a body scrub kind of a day. I have this Comfort Cleanse Ultra Soothing Shower Gel, which just helps like lock in that moisture. And then I just have like a body oil because, again, Colorado. I think I might actually do my protein shampoo and conditioner from Nexus. Depending on how my hair is feeling, I alternate between the keratin, protein, and black rice shampoo and Aussie and Maui, because it all just depends on how my hair is doing that day and if I feel like it needs a little extra protein, a little extra moisture, whatever. I'll show you more of my skincare routine after my shower, but I will use this in the shower, my CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. So I'm gonna do that and then immediately follow it with moisturizer right when I get out, because again, Colorado. I've decided before I do skincare, I'm gonna eat food. Look at what Thomas made. I love him. I love him so much. I am in the middle of co-working on Discord. We have like a little co-working voice channel where you can listen to lo-fi. Also, I did ask for all their permission, by the way. I was like, by the way, I'm vlogging, if that's cool with you guys. Ken loves to come into the co-working voice channel and pull up Lord of the Rings music, which is really cute, and I love it. They're all amazing. I love our community so much, so I'll typically just like leave this up while I'm working, and then I will do my own work on that computer. First off, non-slip my hole. Secondly, that better flatten out. I just wanted something simpler and cleaner than, unfortunately, my old mouse pad, which was from my old store whenever I used to sell these. I need the mouse pad to extend as far as I can, just because I play a lot of Valorant, so I need a lot of movement. Tell me if this looks bad. Pretend that that's like flattened out. What are we thinking about that? Okay, so I got carried away with work. My hair is at the point where it is mostly dry, like I said, so I'm gonna do the hair rollers. So here is my hair before the hair rollers, right? My hair is pretty dry, but it's cold, which means that it still can be formed without heat. At least that's how my hair works. So first I put in these shine drops from JVN. It's not necessary, but it does help with frizz. I just use a very little bit. I just put a little bit on my hand. Like, it lasts a lot and it can make your hair too oily. So I kind of just like feather it in, put it on my ends a little bit. First step, get some sort of a claw clip. I've done this many different ways and there's different ways to do it, but this is how I do it. Get the very bottom portion of my hair and I brush everything out along the way. So I'm gonna clip that up. I really need a new camera lens because it's so hard to like get all the I need a wide angle camera lens. I'll work on that. In the meantime, with the lens that I have, this is the best I can do. It's like if y'all could see the situation that the camera is in right now, so I could show you. I try and split my bangs down the middle because that's how my hair is cut. And since my hair is a little too dry, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like just like a light or a medium hairspray, just so we can hold it a little bit. Some people will have that round brush blow dryer and they'll roll out the hair first with heat and then apply the rollers, which does work. But again, since my hair is so fragile because of how dry it is in Colorado, I try to avoid that. So you should have 3 different sizes of rollers. We're gonna do the big one first for my bangs. So obviously the bigger the roller, the wider the wave. So get all the hair up in it, roll it at the very top, and then roll it back. I'm gonna move my clip back a little bit. Since my bangs like to kind of roll around a lot, I'm gonna put that clip in it right there to hold it. Any standard velcro roller set, you can check out my Amazon storefront, should have all of these, by the way. So now I'm gonna get the medium one just for a little bit more dimension so it's not exactly the same as the top. Here we go. So there's that. So now we're gonna do the part that we didn't clip. I'm gonna try and do this in the least amount of rolls possible. So you'll see my baby hairs on the side. It's a lot shorter than the rest of my hair. So I'm gonna use this tiny roller and I'm just gonna roll it in based on the length of those hairs. There's not really enough to do that with the other side, so I'm just gonna leave it alone on the other side. For whatever reason, it's more on that side. So I'm gonna use a big roller for the bottom portion of my hair, and I'm gonna alternate. Like sometimes I'm gonna go, there's gonna be some strands where I go in like this, and then there's gonna be others where I go at the bottom and roll inward like this. So I'm gonna start like that. So I'm gonna put the back one in the best I can. However, you don't have to clip every roller in place, by the way. I just clip them in if there's like hair falling out of it because I used a lot of hair for one roller or something. It's not perfect, but that's okay. As long as it's rolled and it's gonna have some sort of a curl in the back. Okay, and do you see how I have hair that's different sizes? Like, do you see how this side, like, let me try and show you. This right here is shorter than this right here. So I'm gonna take this, put it to the side again. I'm gonna just focus on this. Since it's not a lot of hair, I'm gonna use a green guy again. And I'm gonna go under, since on my bangs I went over. And I'm gonna use another pink medium. There are some strands that I missed that I can't really get into a clump. And that's fine, just leave them alone. And again, because I have so much hair in that one, I'm gonna get a clip for it. Okay, so there we go. She is not perfect, but everything is up. Most hairs are in place. You're just gonna have to experiment with it each time. It's gonna look different each time. I change it up each time. It's not perfect. Not my best work. It's not always gonna turn out perfectly. We'll see how it looks whenever I have to take it out later. I'm gonna keep this in and let it dry for like a few hours, honestly, just to make sure that it's really dry. So I didn't wash yet today either. I'm gonna get my vitamin C serum. I told y'all that I did talk about this before. This was gifted from a friend. She worked for like a really nice skincare company called Truth Treatment Systems. It is expensive, I won't lie. I will spend money on expensive skincare if I feel like it's necessary. It's not usually necessary. However, I will say this vitamin C serum is really good. If y'all purchased any sort of vitamin C serum, it's probably been like really liquidy, right? Or possibly even like smelly. This is the first vitamin C serum I have ever used that is like creamy. So there's one thing I did actually notice. So with this serum though, it does actually dye my clothes yellow. So I need to be so careful. If it gets on my collar or something, I've been noticing for a while that like my clothes will have yellow stains on them, and it's not sweat stains or anything. And I felt so embarrassed because I said that on stream. I was like, y'all, why do my clothes have yellow stains on them? Like, it's so weird. And everyone's like, that's literally sweat. You're just sweating a lot. And I didn't know what to say because I didn't have any other answer. And so I was like, oh, okay. But it's not sweat. I figured out it's the vitamin C serum. So now I'm like extra careful when applying it. And I've also figured out how to get out those yellow stains. So if you want to see the other skincare routines, like with me using my bronze drop serums and my glow drop serums, then you can check that out in my other vlogs, in my other day in the life vlogs. Because today is like a moisture day mostly. I need moisture, I feel it. And I also want to do lymphatic drainage. Okay, by the way, you see all this yellow? All this yellow is from my vitamin C serum, because I'll use my vitamin C serum and then I'll go here to my gua sha set. So, gua sha. If you're not familiar with gua sha, it's really helpful for lymphatic drainage. You just need to go into like an upward motion like this, and I get it along my jaw. And if you pay attention, you can even like feel it draining in your sinuses, which is crazy. But yeah, lymphatic drainage is really good for you, like if you're having like a puffy face day. I use it every single morning, or at least I try to. That was actually kind of a lie. I try to use it every single morning. It's also good if you have like an ice roller, which I have not been consistent with. I typically use my ice roller before I like put on makeup. I do have an ice roller. You should do it before you put on your serums and stuff, but if you have an ice roller, that's also really good for lymphatic drainage, and it's good for closing your pores. See, so now it's got a lot of vitamin C serum on it, and I typically wipe it off with a towel, but it doesn't all get off. So then I put it in here, and then it turns everything yellow. So just do research on a good vitamin C serum. I do have a few alternatives linked in my blog, aside from the one that I'm using, of course, just so you can have some more alternatives if you don't want to spend a ton of money, because I do understand that it's expensive. I'm going to go over with a very light moisturizer. So I have my Instant Hydration Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. I'm just going to do a really light layer, spread all this out and not get any more, because if you use too much, depending on how often you use it as well, you could clog your pores too much. This is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. So it looks like this. It basically looks like Vaseline jelly. It essentially is. It's a huge tub of it though. So I just get like a little bit on my finger. Again, just like the tiniest bit, and then I spread it all out, and what this does is it locks in the moisture that I've put on my face. So the reason you don't see me doing the same skincare routine, by the way, in every vlog, is because it's all as needed. So like I said, today I'm feeling like it's like a more of a moisture day. If I feel like I kind of just want to be more camera ready skincare, you know, and I want to do my glow drops and have a good time with that, and like my under eye cream for like brightness and stuff, then sometimes I do that. Laneige has this overnight mask. Glow Recipe has a really good one as well. I actually use both. I'll show them both to you. There's the Glow Recipe Watermelon AHA Night Treatment, and then there's the Laneige Bouncy and Firm Sleeping Mask. Both are really good. I think I kind of like the Glow Recipe one better actually, but both of them are amazing. I haven't actually tried this yet. I got this as like a sample, so I'm just gonna top off my skincare with this. This is like a Summer Friday lip butter balm. I think this is just like a regular, I don't know if this is like their regular lip gloss in mini form. I think it's just the regular lip gloss. I literally feel like I think I have this right now. And it smells the exact same. Okay, so that's it. I desperately need coffee, and I can't go out to the coffee shop looking like this, and I can't go to Barnes & Noble yet, so I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble in a few hours. And so in the meantime, I'm gonna get some work done, and I'm gonna clean, and I'm going to drink some coffee. Anyways, I'm gonna take my hair rollers out in my office. So let's see how they turned out. I am scared. Houston, we have a curl. Also, I'm sad because I was supposed to stream with Kennedy today, but she's doing house things. It'll just be a goose stream today, not a goopy stream. If you don't know what that means, Kennedy over at Cozy Games. Oh, look at that. Kennedy over at Cozy Games has the poopies. I have the geese, right? Whenever we stream together on Thursdays, we have the goopies. And my skin is so dewy still and moisturized, which is a slight problem because then that means cat hair and my own hair will just stick to my face. So there you go. I told y'all it's easy. You gotta trust the process. It's luscious. See? Heatless. No heat. I told you, you don't need much. Boom. This is Raleigh's baby, the boy, for those who have never met the boy.
Hi, boy. Hello.
He's waiting for his mommy to come back. Look how cute this guy is. It is time. I'm gonna go get coffee with Thomas and grab like a baked good or something, go to Barnes & Noble. And then we need to hurry because it's almost stream time.
So.
Oh my god. I was actually curious about reading this based on Dylan's video that I saw on TikTok. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy for her. For anything interesting.
Babies. A Bridgerton Sunday roast. Yes.
Oh, it's just like a regular roast, but Bridgerton. This reminds me that I have not finished this book yet, and that I should, because I've been literally recommending it to people. I have heard of this book. I'm curious about it. And also, honestly, it could be interesting, but also I don't have the brain power for that. Another thing that I haven't read. Another book I haven't finished.
Okay, to be fair, I have read it, and it is delightful.
See, Thomas really likes Onyx Storm. Kennedy doesn't like Onyx Storm, and it's making me nervous. So update, I'm really sad. They said they don't have any copies left. She says that there's literally like a few copies left in my area, so now I need to figure out where else to go get it. Okay, but look at how cute this Moomin section is. I'm considering getting a Moomin pin, but there's also this. Like, look at how cute this is. Okay, that's it. This is cute. Very cute. So I've decided, well, Thomas helped me decide not to go get coffee instead. And because one, I have stream soon, and two, I just feel like I feel anxious and I'm not sure why. And also, hot girl pasta sounds really nice, which is literally just noodles and cheese. And like that's it. And yeah. I don't know. Literally just pasta and cheese. The best. I think the desk mat has grown on me. Maybe I'll give away my other ones, my TTI desk mats, for free on the Discord or something, because they're a little bit like, they're a little worn, they're a tad bit used, but they're still pretty good. And I don't know, I just wanted something simpler for my desk, so I like this. So let's get set up for stream. First things first is lighting, so we're gonna fix all the lighting. I like to keep this on low. It can go higher, but like just low right there. So then I have the window that hits my face, and I just like to keep this down so it's just a little softer. And then I turn on my Lume Cube, and I make sure that that's turned down a bit because it actually a little does go a long way, especially with this Lume Cube. The nano leaves are mostly just for fun. They just look really nice. Oh my god, this reminds me I need to paint my ceiling. Do you see this? Also a hook for a plant. Do you see that right there? So then we have behind me, this is what everyone sees on the camera behind the stream. Mood lighting's really important, so we're gonna turn on all these lights. I'm gonna turn this on low. You can't really tell that it's low because of the camera, but it is. Excuse me, Hank. So the way I position all my lights is based on what I see on the camera, based on what I think is needed. So whenever I'm streaming, here's the camera, I like take note of what's going on behind me. And at one point I was like, okay, we need kind of a light right here because there's a weird shadow on Hank and I'm not a fan of that. So we added a light. Also, I have a new rug coming in, so that's fun. So I turn this lamp on as needed. I don't really think I need it today. I usually just kind of use it for the morning. So that's it for the lighting. So next I go to my stream deck. So these are all my scenes. This is what I use to open up Twitch Manager. So I'm gonna open up this. It'll bring me to my Twitch Manager page, just so I can see if there's anything new that's been going on, new follows, things like that. I need to open up Mix It Up. By the way, if you are interested in Mix It Up tutorials, I do have them on my YouTube channel. It's basically an all-in-one bot for your Twitch and it's extremely helpful. It's how I get like all the fun stuff that appears on my overlays. And this does need to open up before OBS opens up, so we're gonna do that. And once Mix It Up is open, I'm going to run OBS, and I've actually learned to run it as an administrator because then otherwise it'll do kind of funky things. Then my key light automatically comes on, so that's the last light that's gonna be on. It's connected to my Logitech camera. These are both Logitech items. My Logitech camera is connected to an arm, and I just kind of have this camera strap here to like stabilize it because it was a little bit more wobbly, and I didn't want it on my monitor because that made it more wobbly. So looks like OBS has an update, so we're gonna do that first. That's actually really frustrating because sometimes that like breaks everything. So this is my ending scene from last stream, but we're just gonna keep it here for now because I don't want to quite start my starting soon scene yet. It'll take a while for me to walk through all this, so I'm just gonna show you what I'm doing right now. There's this application called Restream, which helps me stream to YouTube as well. So I toggle it off for co-working, but I'm going to toggle it on here, and I'm going to change the title for Fields of Mistria. And then I have like a little Twitch Manager section on OBS as well. It's just easier to use over here. I don't know, this is my process, you guys. So then I'm going to have like a fun little go live notification here, change the category to Fields of Mistria, and then I delete all of these tags that were from co-working, and I'm going to make them Fields of Mistria related instead. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna go to my starting soon scene. Here's what it looks like, and now we're gonna start stream. So sometimes I'm gonna turn the music down, sorry. Sometimes I do ridiculous things while we're on the starting soon scene. So I might change into like comfier clothes if I'm not quite feeling it. But I also go and refill my water bottle. So I'm gonna refill my water bottle, and then I'm gonna be streaming Fields of Mistria. So I will talk to you after stream.
It's cold.
Get in your winter skirt. Meet me in my room.
Straight up just a bag of Costco mozzarella cheese. That is currently my snack. Oh my god. It's ugly. Well, I don't want this. The Saturday market. Oh my god, I can buy shit from my bathroom. The things I get excited about in this game. Like, what the hell?
Okay, so I'm done streaming for the day. We all kind of collectively agreed on stream that everybody was like a 4 out of 10 today. So hopefully everybody's days start to pick up. But I'm gonna finish the tail end of my 5-minute journal so I can just start winding down my day. So this journal's from Intelligent Change. I highly recommend it for people who are very like on the go or have a lot of anxiety. It's a really quick, easy thought dump process. So what you do is you write down 3 things that you're grateful for in the morning, and then you write down what would make today great. So just like your top 3 things that you want to get done for the day, so that you're not like overwhelmed with like all these little things that you think you need to get done for the day. And then a daily affirmation. This is what I like. The daily affirmation is what I tell myself what I think I need to hear for the day. Like, it's okay if I'm on low spoons. It's okay if I don't get everything done today. It's all right if I'm doing my best and this is enough, things like that. And what I'm going to do now on another page where I've already started is the highlights at the end of the day. So writing down 3 good things that happened today. For instance, I had some really sweet experiences on stream today that really made me happy, and I had a few raids from some friends, which was really fun. So I'm gonna write those down, and then I'm gonna write down what I learned today. What did I learn today? Okay, let's think about it. I think what I learned today, you know what's actually on my mind? Like, sometimes I feel like I'm not a good partner because I'm not able to like follow through on like coffee dates and stuff, but I was like able to show up for Twitch, which is my job admittedly, but still. I think I've learned that canceling things like that doesn't make me a bad partner, and it's okay for me to give myself some grace there and show up for other ways that make sense for me. That doesn't mean that I don't want to show up for my partner, and I do, and I want to implement that, but I don't know. So basically I've learned to give myself grace. I am also gonna go ahead and order Sunrise on the Reaping so that I can actually read it. So I'm gonna get that book. So hopefully in my next vlog, you guys will see me reading it and I'll tell you my thoughts without trying to like be spoilery, you know? But yeah, that's it. This was a really simple day in the life Low Spoons vlog. Make sure that you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It does help me tremendously. Comment if you want to see anything else from me, but I'm gonna be posting more like behind the scenes of small business stuff. I know I kind of told you earlier that I would today, but I'm realizing that there's so much, like there's things that we have to like tie up in a pretty little bow before I show you, because it's not quite ready since we have to switch some things around. But hopefully in my next upcoming vlogs, I will show you some more behind the scenes stuff with small business things, and I will show you what's going on with like the curated boxes, things like that. So I'm really excited for that. Do make sure that you take care of yourself, friends, okay? Make sure that you're taking it easy. Make sure that you're going slow, going at your own pace, and it is okay if you're not having a good day today. I hope that this is a friendly reminder and you're accomplishing more than you realize, okay? Even if you feel like you barely did anything today. But do make sure that you are pushing yourself to do things that are good for you, okay? This is something that I've learned in my 20s. Instead of like moping around, you know, saying that bad things are happening to me, I should actually try, you know? And if I'm trying and it's still a bad day, then I've accepted it. But you should at least try to go out of your comfort zone and do something to take care of yourself today. I will see you on the next few vlogs, okay? Bye, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.